microphone. Okay, everyone, let's go over how to get our articles written. So here we go. We've got, it's article writing time. We've already had a look. Remember, you came up with some fantastically creative openers to an article, a fictional article about the ACTTRL. Now, you need to turn your actual interview into an article, some kind of feature article, which means, yeah, Ro, I'll get to sentence starters in a minute. But the idea is that you are creating some kind of piece of writing that is focused on your interviewee, their story, and making it interesting to readers, okay? So that it's more than just a transcript of what you have managed to capture from them. So we had a look at that feature language yesterday. There was a bit of new information about how to turn an interview into a feature article that you sifted through, and a whole slide on getting started. Oh my goodness. Let's have a look at this document and see what lies within. Oh boy, check it out. Hey Ro, you could use this to actually start your article. I'd be happy for you to, in fact. So the reason I got you to do this little exercise yesterday was to get you thinking about how you might kick it off. Of course, perhaps your person hasn't pursued their passion for nearly their whole life. Maybe that's something really new to them, but you certainly could use this as your inspo to kick off. How many words? It's written somewhere very, very obvious. Somebody tell me how many words. Thank you, Ilya, legend. At least 300 words. If you're not sure how to get cracking started with the article, yeah, no problems. So yeah, if you're struggling in terms of actually just the nuts and bolts of getting started, a la Ro, I think you were looking for some sentence starters, you'd start with, yeah, like tell me the interviewee's name, give us a little bit of a snappy kind of intro about what their passion is, how they came to it, and what you know, why readers should persist reading the article. Okay, Emma, just copy this, copy it, and actually fill it out, mate. How about that? How do you like them apples? Thoughts? Okay, so let's break this down. If you're going to use this as your springboard, your sort of starting point, remember how I was going to interview my housemates. So if I go to my passion project mini assessment, good copies, I have not yet conducted my interview. Oh my goodness me, but let's just imagine that we have. So if you scroll down back past all of your mini tasks and you get to the interview task, this is going to be the basis for your article, okay? So remember, I was interviewing Bianca about her passion for recycling. So then once I come to actually write the article in the good copy space, I'm just going to, do you know what? I'm just going to copy this across. Whew. Yeesh. And let's get this filled out. So Bianca Benjamin has pursued, you can change it if you want to make it gender specific, her passion for nearly her entire life. She doesn't brag about it. This is true, actually. But she's made a huge contribution. We just have to change the tense, that's fine. To the field of recycling. We're going to say home recycling because she's not doing it on an industrial level. Yeah. They're an inspiration to many because, why is it inspiring? I'll tell you why. Because that's why. Yeehaw! Okay, so I've said when you can change this. She is an inspiration to many because Bianca's dedication to recycling and educating people, it should say, about recycling is making a real difference to the environment. So that's how you might kick that off. All right. Make it specific. I just didn't to leave it general for this. She has demonstrated that although it may not be easy to follow your dreams, what might I say there? A descriptive word. I might even say, I'm going to edit this. Maybe follow your dreams. It certainly is never too hard to do your research and recycle properly. That's what I've learned. Okay, so now we've got pretty much a whole first paragraph. My goodness me. Oh, yes. Let's turn it all back into the same font size, etc. And check it out. Okay. Yeah. So if you actually just use that template to kick it off, change it where it's not relevant for you and your particular interviewee's passions. In fact, so it may not be easy to follow your dreams. It certainly is never too hard to do research and recycle properly. Yeah, look. In fact, this sentence now probably needs a little bit of a significant bit of alteration, but that's okay. Let's say this. She has demonstrated that. It certainly is never too hard to do research and recycle properly. We can even make this more interesting to the reader by adding in something, who knows. I'll go on to talk about how she composts really diligently and also recycles soft plastics. But you've already got yourself a nice little intro. So Emma and Ruby, does that make it a little bit clearer? Ruby, you're muted, mate.